And South Warren would be tied for the 4 seed, or 3 seed, I should say. So a lot rides on this game here. Austin Flynn takes a strike, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Tanner Goad on the mound for Warren East. This is his 8th game, 7th to start this year. The lefty. Swing and a miss. That's a strikeout. They'll throw him out. The starting pitchers last night, Logan Smith for South Warren and Brady Dragu for Warren East, did their jobs, talking with both coaches. Both teams made errors late in that game. Some of them fielding, some of them were mental errors. Some were miscommunication errors. And one team that came away making the least amount of errors came away with a win last night. Here's Dane Isbell, the senior third baseman for South Warren. Takes a ball. Goad, the left-hander, is 4-1 on the season, has a 2.33 earned run average, 19 strikeouts in 24 innings. He's not a big strikeout guy. Wes Sanford telling me he's going to throw strikes. He's going to make the other team put the ball in play. So a ground out and a strikeout so far in his first 2 batters. We'll set the defense for you behind Tanner Goad. Maddox Torrance is in left for Warren East. Trey Price is in center. Gage Elkins in right. Drake Young at third. Chase Carver's the shortstop. Tucker Stringfield at second. Cameron Martin at first. Nolan Ford catching Tanner Goad, and that's a 4-pitch walk to Dane Isbell. Brings up Tanner Graves. South Warren comes in 15-8 on the season. They're 4-3 in district play, like we said. They've lost 4 out of 6. Warren East, meanwhile, they're 15-9, 4-3 in district, but they've won 4 out of 6. Tanner Graves, the senior DH. Back-to-back lefties by Warren East last night and tonight. Missed for a ball. Tanner Graves hitting .365 on the year. Ground ball to Carver at short. Flip over to second for the fielder's choice. So the walk does not come back and haunt Tanner Goad. We go to the bottom of the first inning. Warren East coming to bat. No score. You're watching the Warren County Public Schools Sports Network.
Leachman Buick GMC is the #1 GMC dealership in Kentucky and multiple winner of the GM Mark of Excellence Award, and just recently achieved the #1 ranking as the most trusted GM service department in the Southeast United States. If something isn't right with your vehicle, no matter the make or model, just give Leachman a call. We offer a 15-minute diagnosis at no charge. Schedule your next visit at LeachmanAuto.com and discover why generations of customers choose Leachman Buick GMC.
I'm Flora Templeton Stewart. For 40 years, I've represented clients injured in car semi-truck accidents. I've obtained multi-million-dollar settlements. We're in the community to make a difference in the lives of others, and I practice law to make a difference in the lives of my clients. I'm Flora Templeton Stewart.
Bottom of the first here at Warren East. Bradley Lewis to the mound for South Warren, a left-hander. Facing Warren East, Maddox Torrance, the freshman left fielder. Torrance at .348 on the year. A couple extra base hits and 9 RBIs. He'll face Bradley Lewis. This is his 8th game, just his 2nd to start. Fly ball into left, coming in, Wolfram. 1 pitch, 1 out here in the bottom of the first. We're about 64 degrees here at game time, but the breeze has been up to about 10, 12 miles an hour, blowing straight in. So if you hit one to center field, you're going to have to crush it to get over that 350-foot mark. 315 in left and right field. Popped up. Right side. Is there room for Austin Flynn? And no, it's fouled back. Tucker Stringfield, another freshman for Warren East, playing at second tonight. He's at 361, 9 RBIs for him, 4 doubles and a triple. You can see the breeze blowing as it ripples across his jersey. Into left center, diving, and it's going to be caught. Kobe Martin had a beat on it. That ball was dying in the wind, and he made a great diving catch in left center field. Mike Clef was on that one all the way. Nolan Ford, the senior catcher, stands in. 333 on the year, has 3 home runs and 23 RBIs, leads this Warren East team. Stands in facing the left-handed throwing Bradley Lewis. They're around Nolan Ford. Drew Wolfram is in left for South Warren. Kobe Martin in center. Pierre Graves is in right. Dane Isbell at third. Tucker Bishop's the shortstop. Dalton Taylor at second. Austin Flynn at first. Trevor McNaughton doing the catching tonight of Bradley Lewis. Up high, 2-0. Inside corner, that's a called strike. Bowling Green beat Greenwood 10-1 last night at Bowling Green. Franklin Simpson beat Warren Central 15-0. Of course, East beat South 7-5 in 8 innings. That's a walk to Nolan Ford. That's the 17th time he's walked this year. That leads the team on Warren East. Aiden Barrick is going to be the courtesy runner. Chase Carver, the sophomore shortstop, faces Bradley Lewis. Carver, 403 on the year. Second on the team in RBIs with 22, has 4 doubles and a couple of triples. Barrick with the lead. Back in time, no tag. Last night, softball. Of course, the games we had, South Warren beat Warren Central 16-0 and 15-0. Allen County Scottsville beat Warren East 6-5. And Greenwood on a walk-off grand slam by Josie Morrison defeats Christian County 4-3. Ground ball base hit into right field. Graves comes up with it. Stopping at second is Barrick, and Carver's on at first with a base hit. Caden Merle, sophomore DH tonight, 341 on the season. He has 8 RBIs, 4 doubles, and a triple. Chance for a 2-out RBI opportunity here for Warren East. Doesn't feel like it's in the mid-60s right now with that breeze blowing. The clouds have gathered over the top of us. That's a ball by Bradley Lewis. Checks on the runners. Off his hands, first baseman. Austin Flynn comes in. Makes the catch. So, well, East threatens here in the first. Gets a couple of runners on. We got one complete here at Warren East. No score. You're watching the Warren County Public Schools Sports Network.
The thing I know about Franklin Bank and Trust is that they are large enough to serve your banking needs, but small enough to know you.
We want to know our bank gives back to the community.
When I call my bank, I want to talk to a real person.
Yes, we need a local banker that we can depend on.
Franklin Bank and Trust wants to keep banking personal. That's why all of our banking decisions are made at the local level. That's what you do in a hometown bank. You put people first.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Leachman Buick GMC is the #1 GMC dealership in Kentucky. and multiple winner of the GM Mark of Excellence Award, and just recently achieved the #1 ranking as the most trusted GM service department in the Southeast United States. If something isn't right with your vehicle, no matter the make or model, just give Leachman a call. We offer a 15-minute diagnosis at no charge. Schedule your next visit at LeachmanAuto.com and discover why generations of customers choose Leachman Buick GMC.
We go to the top of the second. Pair of left-handers throwing against each other tonight in a big 14th District game. The winner of this game takes over second place, an all-important seeding in the upcoming 14th District tournament that will be played at Greenwood. Dalton Taylor, the senior second baseman, will lead off facing will face Tanner Goad. That's the first pitch is over, called strike. Dalton at 263 on the season, has a couple of home runs, 17 RBIs. The South Warren team has 8 players with double-digit RBIs. Ground ball to Carver in the hole. Strong throw retires Dalton Taylor. One out here in the second.
Now batting for the Spartans, the catcher, number 4, Trevor McNaughton.
Austin Comer not in the lineup tonight for Warren East. He's in a walking boot. Not sure how long he will be out, but he's the regular shortstop for Warren East. Chase Carver misses outside. Trevor McNaughton, the junior catcher, heading the count 2-0. McNaughton at 375 has a home run and 15 RBIs. 3-0. Pierre Graves on deck. One out in the second, no score. Each team has had at least one base runner in the first. Ball 4, that's a 4-pitch walk. Second walk issued tonight by Tanner Goad. Brings up the right fielder, the senior Pierre Graves. And we got a courtesy runner for South Warren. Andy Croft.
Number 6, Andy Croft. Now batting for the Spartans, the right fielder, number 2, Pierre Graves.
Goad having to work out of the stretch. Bounces up, runner's going to go to second. Wild pitch to Graves. Pierre on the year hitting .308, 6 RBIs. In on the grass is the first baseman, Cameron Martin. Drake Young playing a couple of steps behind the bag and about 7-8 feet off the line. Breeze continues to blow in from center. Swing and a miss, off-speed pitch. Tomorrow night, softball for you. A big game, number 2, South Warren. As they dropped in the polls, they're in second in the latest coaches poll by about 7, I think it's 7 votes, I believe, total. As they will be at number 21, Greenwood. We got a balk called. So he'll be at third. But Warren County Public Schools has 3 teams ranked in the top 25. Take that back. South Warren is in second in the coaches poll by only 3 votes. Lafayette moved up to number 1. South Warren got more votes for first place than Lafayette. Warren East is at number 12, Greenwood at number 21. Ball and 2 strikes to Pierre Graves. Runner at third, 1 out. Here in the top of the second. Strike three. Nice breaking ball there. Second strikeout of the night for Tanner Goad. 2 out here in the second for South Warren. Brings up the sophomore shortstop, Tucker Bishop. Pops it up foul off to the right. No chance for anybody to get that one. Bishop on the year at .321. Has a home run, 4 doubles, a triple, and 11 RBIs. That one gets away, but not far enough for the runner to advance. Ball and a strike. Comes to the belt. Ground ball the right side. Stringfield over to get it. Throws in time. South Warren threatens here in the second inning. They get a man to third, but leave him there. We go to the bottom of the second. No score. Warren East in South Warren, 14th District Baseball.
You're hurt in a car wreck? You see lots of lawyers on TV with fancy ads and huge offices all over the country. Who do you pick? Who do you ask? Do they live and work in Kentucky? Licensed to practice law here? Will the lawyers you see on TV work on your case? Most important, are they the real deal? I'm Flora Templeton Stewart. Call me.
Does this scenario sound all too familiar? You're fighting through a mountain of medication bottles, not remembering which ones to take. Spring Hill Pharmacy is now offering a free and convenient medication packaging system called SmartPack, a new innovative way to package your medication. Your medication will be arranged by the day and time of day to take them. SmartPack is a free service, along with free citywide delivery. Call us 270-796-3909 to find out more about SmartPack.
Warren East comes to bat in the bottom of the second. No score. Hosting South Warren, team they beat in 8 innings at South Warren, 7-5 last night, to pull themselves even with South Warren for a tie for the number 2 seed. Bradley Lewis back to work. At the knees to Drake Young. That's a called strike. Young, the sophomore, hitting .288 on the season. Has 7 doubles and driven home 13. This is outside, ball and a strike. Nice setup here at Warren East. I remember the old press box when they moved the field down here. You could barely get 2 people in there. We'd fit 3. I was doing radio, and there'd be a PA guy and a scorekeeper, scoreboard operator, and you had the duck climbing up the short steps in the back. That one's fouled out of play, and ball and 2 strikes. I like this setup much better. Of course, the original field did not have lights up by the school. Nor did it have a press box. The 1-2 fouled back and out of play. You look at this lineup tonight that West Sanford's put out. You've got 2 seniors, 4 sophomores, 5 sophomores, and then the rest are, and a couple of freshmen. A ball and 2 strikes to Drake Young, the leadoff batter for Warren East here in the bottom of the second. Line drive to left. Wolfram turns, goes, and that ball sails over his head, so 1 hopper to the wall. Young digging for 2, and he'll have him a stand-up double. Wolfram saw the ball jump off the bat of Drake Young, and he got twisted on which way he was going to go try to catch it. By then, that ball sailed over his head, short hops the wall. So a leadoff double by Drake Young here for Warren East in the bottom of the second brings up the senior first baseman, Cameron Martin. Martin at .216 on the year, facing Bradley Lewis. Expecting the bunt, coming hard down the first base line, Austin Flynn. Taylor is covering second. Of course, Isbell has to stay back with the runner Young at third. Excuse me, at second. Short lead at second by Young. Shows bunt again. That was right in on him and had to bunt it foul. Just did get the bat on it, trying to get out of the way. Warren East has another lefty throwing in their bullpen. Tomorrow night, 5:30, we'll be at Greenwood, South Warren, and Greenwood softball. Finally get that one in after it's been rescheduled a couple of times due to weather. Showing bunt. Hit him. So Martin, turning to get out of the way, got hit. So what runner? Well, he's going to talk about it and see. As you see here, the two umpires confirming, and yeah, he's on at first. So the first two have reached here for Warren East in the bottom of the second. Young with the double. Martin hit by a pitch, and it brings up the right fielder, the sophomore Gage Elkins. Elkins at .269. And Chris Gage is going to come out and talk with Sean King, the home plate umpire, about that call. I don't think Chris Gage is going to win this battle right here, but they're both talking. He's talking with both of the umpires. He just wanted to make sure he was getting out of the way and not swinging. So Gage Elkins will stand in. He'll face Bradley Lewis. East had two runners on with two out in the first. They get two runners on and nobody out here in the second. Elkins has driven home 12. Warren East has 6 players with double-digit RBIs. Flynn still expecting a bunt here. Elkins shows bunt. Does. Right back to the pitcher. It's going to throw, and it's over the head of Dane Isbell at third. And East will take the lead on the fielder's choice and a throwing error. So the error comes on the throw to allow Young to score. That'll be an E1. They had him if the throw was low, but Lewis turned and that ball sailed over the head of the third baseman, Dane Isbell. Martin ends up at third. Elkins at second. Here's the 9th man in the batting order, Trey Price, the freshman center fielder. 259 on the season for Price. Chance for East to extend their lead. Pops it up, foul, out of play. Price with 3 RBIs on the season with a double and a triple. So a throwing error leads to the first run of the game being scored by Warren East. Looking at that 14th District softball standings right now after last night's game, South Warren is in first place with a 6-0 mark. Then East and Greenwood are at 4-2. Well, South Warren still has to play both Warren East and Greenwood, but a win against either one of them, and they're the number 1 seed. East is got to play Bowling Green and South Warren. Oh, nice breaking ball outside corner. That's a called strike, and it's 0-2. Lewis trying to work out of a jam here. Nobody out in the bottom of the second. Runners at second and third, and one in for Warren East Raiders. Low, blocked by McNaughton. Runners not able to advance. That South Warren East softball game, they got rained out last Thursday. They're going to make it up on Tuesday night out here at Warren East. One-two from Lewis. Breaking ball. Jams the batter Price. The only play is at first, and he's out. Just did get there in time as Flynn and Lewis both went to the bag. It's an RBI, though, for Cameron Martin, yeah. Elkins moves to third, and Price grounds out. It'll be 3 unassisted, 1 out. Back to the top of the lineup, Maddox Torrance. He flied out on the first pitch he saw in the first to the left fielder, Wolfram. Breaking ball stays high. Tucker Stringfield on deck for Warren East. Lewis working quickly. Inside corner, that's a called strike. McNaughton came up acting like he was going to throw down to third, but Isbell wasn't covering. Elkins got back in a hurry. Infield in, trying to cut the runner down at third. If he tries to score, it's 2-0 Warren East. There's a fly ball to left. Wolfram's not going to get that. That's going to be about a 4-hopper to the wall. 1 run is scored. On his way to second, Maddox Torrance with a stand-up double. 3-0 Warren East. Still only 1 out, and Tucker Stringfield will bat. Flew out to the center fielder Kobe Martin last inning. And now they get a right-hander throwing in that South Warren bullpen. East with 2 doubles and a single, and an error by South Warren lead at 3-0. Tapper foul. Nolan Ford on deck for Warren East. Glad to have you watching here at go.prepspin.com. Also, one of our other partners, wbko.com/prepspin. That's fouled back and out of play. Going on tonight, the state semifinals lacrosse. South Warren guys are hosting that. I should have started a little bit ago. We'll try to check, see if we get an update for you. Raiders have scored 3 here in the bottom of the second. High fastball, swing and a miss by Stringfield. That's the first strikeout for Bradley Lewis. 2 out now in the second. Brings up the catcher, Nolan Ford. He walked and was left stranded in the first, a 2-out walk. Lewis checks on the runner. Ground ball, foul outside of third. 7th man to bat in the inning for Warren East. On the line is the number 2 seed in the upcoming 14th District Tournament with a win tonight by either team. Then the other needs some help to be the 3 seed. Ford thought it hit him. Umpire says, no, come back, it's just ball 1. Ball and a strike. You see Torrance with his lead at second. Taylor coming over, trying to keep him close. One after that low outside pitch, fouled it off to the right. Now he's in the hole, ball and 2 strikes. Forward 333 on the year. Leads the team in RBIs, leads the team in home runs with 3. Second on the team in doubles with 6. That one misses 2-2. We'll be out here at Warren East Saturday for the Raider Classic track meet. That's at 10 a.m. We'll live stream that one for you. 2-2 from Lewis. Breaking ball outside, corner taken that way and out of play. Two count, 2 out here in the second. 3 have plated for Warren East. Fastball popped up. See the wind playing havoc with that coming in, but giving way to the second baseman Taylor was Pierre Graves. But Warren East does the damage. They come up with 3 runs. A couple of hits, a hit batsman, and an error. And they lead it 3-0 after 2. You're watching the Warren County Public Schools Sports Network.
Does this scenario sound all too familiar? You're fighting through a mountain of medication bottles, not remembering which ones to take. Spring Hill Pharmacy is now offering a free and convenient medication packaging system called Smart Pack, a new innovative way to package your medication. Your medication will be arranged by the day and time of day to take them. Smart Pack is a free service, along with free citywide delivery. Call us 270-796-3909 to find out more about Smart Pack.
Leachman Buick GMC is the #1 GMC dealership in Kentucky and multiple winner of the GM Mark of Excellence Award, and just recently achieved the #1 ranking as the most trusted GM service department in the Southeast United States. If something isn't right with your vehicle, no matter the make or model, just give Leachman a call. We offer a 15-minute diagnosis at no charge. Schedule your next visit at LeachmanAuto.com and discover why generations of customers choose Leachman Buick GMC.
It may be the month of May, but it's blanket weather at the old ballpark. Get through this week, I think we're going to be pretty good temperature-wise. Temperatures in the 40s overnight and 60s, but I think next week we're going to be in the 70s, 80s, and the overnight lows in the 50s and 60s. I think it's time for that. Three big runs for Warren East in the bottom of the second. We go to the top of the third. It'll be 9-1 and 2 up for South Warren. It'll be Kobe Martin, the center fielder. Boy, he had a shot last night. The runner, for some reason, went back to first to tag up, and what should have been a triple and a run scored ended up only being, I believe, a double, and then South Warren doesn't score. A 2-ball count to Kobe Martin, and they'll run out and have a quick chat with the pitcher, Tanner Goad. He's coming out, just turned his back where nobody can see what he's saying and getting his thoughts into Goad there. Just kind of settle him down, just remind him he's got a 3-run lead right here. Nobody throwing in the bullpen for Warren East. Nobody throwing now for South Warren. Umpire comes out there to break it up. Glad to have everybody watching. We know quite a few of you are watching as we check in on the app there. Go.prepspin.com. Welcome in, everybody. Scott Thompson, Mike Clef with the great camera work as usual tonight. 2-0, ground ball right side. Martin comes off the bag. It's going to be a foot race, and he just gets there. No, he does not beat him. Looked like that long leg was going to beat the runner Martin, but Martin hustling down the line. That'll be an infield single. Top of the lineup, Drew Wolfram. And that's the first hit of the night for South Warren. Their two previous base runners have been on walks. Tanner Goad now will work for the third straight inning off the stretch. Fouled off to the right, and that'll play by Drew Wolfram, who grounded out to the third baseman Young to start the game. Austin Flynn on deck. You see a good look right there at the pitcher. Tanner Goad gets the sign from Nolan Ford. Off the plate outside. Fastball taken. Follow us on our social media at WCPS Sports on Twitter and on Facebook, Warren County Public Schools Sportsnet. There's a shot to the third baseman, throws over, double play. Boy, Drake Young catches that on a line drive. And that's going to be a double play as Wolfram hits into a 5-3 double play. As Martin was breaking as soon as the ball was hit. And a rocket thrown by Young over the first baseman to get him. A double play right there. That could have been a big inning for South Warren, and now they're going to have to do some work. Fly ball to left. Maddox Torrance going back. It was off the bat of Austin Flynn. Well, what looked like to be a promising inning for South Warren, they end up with only the minimum, 3 batters. We go to the bottom of the third, 3-0, Warren East. You're watching the Warren County Public Schools Sports Network.
I'm Flora Templeton Stewart. For 40 years, I've represented clients injured in car semi-truck accidents. I've obtained multi-million-dollar settlements. We're in the community to make a difference in the lives of others, and I practice law to make a difference in the lives of my clients. I'm Flora Templeton Stewart.
The thing I know about Franklin Bank and Trust is that they are large enough to serve your banking needs, but small enough to know you.
We want to know our bank gives back to the community.
When I call my bank, I want to talk to a real person.
Yes, we need a local banker that we can depend on.
Franklin Bank and Trust wants to keep banking personal. That's why all of our banking decisions are made at the local level. That's what you do in a hometown bank. You put people first.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Bottom of the third inning here at Warren East, 3-0 South Warren. Warren East. 3 runs in the bottom of the second. And they'll have Carver, 4, 5, and 6, Merle and Young coming to the plate. A lot on the line tonight in this 14th district matchup. Carver had the first hit of the game back in the first, had a single.
Leading off the bottom of the third for the Raiders, the shortstop, number 12, Chase Carver.
South Warren Lacrosse hosting Lexington Christian. Line drive, and it's caught on the left field side by the shortstop Tucker Bishop. The ball died in a hurry. Caden Merle popped up to the first baseman to end the first. Bats here with nobody on and 1 out in the third. Bradley Lewis on the mound. Time called. Lewis, a sophomore. The 1-0. 2-0. Drake Young on deck. The 14th District Softball JV tournament's being played tonight, so there's all the softball teams are in action in that. Outside corner fastball, a called strike. After this week, there's just 2 weeks of the regular season remaining for the district tournament. Misses inside, it's 3-1. Warren East will play its next 3 on the road, before coming home next Tuesday to host Christian County. Warren East will be at Metcalfe County and Allen County Scottsville. That's Friday, Saturday. At Glasgow next Monday. 3-2. That's ball 4. That's the second walk issued by Bradley Lewis. He's also hit a batter. Well, Drake Young hit a one-hopper to the wall last inning, then ended up scoring on a throwing error by the pitcher on a ground ball right back to Bradley Lewis, and he overthrew the third baseman, Dane Isbell. Merle, throw over. He's back in time. Merle this year 6 for 6 in stolen bases. Warren East as a team is 65 for 73 in stolen bases. That's a really good percentage. Up high, takes it for a ball. "73 attempts, and they have been successful 65 times. That's about 89%. That's down low fastball, 2-0. Cameron Martin on deck for Warren East. Lights are on here at Warren East. Oh, they've got him picked off. 1, 3. Oh! The ball was thrown to second. The second baseman, Taylor, missed it, went to the shortstop, so ends up being a stolen base as they had Merle picked off. Had him. And just the throw, and that's kind of what happened last night at South Warren between the two teams. There was mistakes like this both ways. Give team extra outs, and it usually comes back to bite you. 2-0, high 3-0. Being very careful with Drake Young right here, 3-0 count. Strike on the inside corner. He painted that one. 3-1. Young was trying to sneak his way to first base. Sometimes you can get away with it. Sometimes you can sell that home plate umpire. Sometimes you can't. Curveball hit into left field. He put it out there between Bishop and Wolfram. It'll drop in. Young's 2 for 2 tonight. Merle stayed at second because he wasn't for sure if that ball could be caught or not. Cameron Martin hit by a pitch and scored in the second. Bradley Lewis here in the third, 1 out. Couple of Raiders on base. That one gets away, a wild pitch. Runners are going to move up to second and third. On the first pitch from Cameron Martin. Already a 3-0 lead. Warren East trying to extend it right here. And Chris Gage will walk to the mound. You can tell he doesn't have a happy look about him. A throwing error, and that's going to be it for Bradley Lewis. Lewis will come out. And out of the bullpen comes the new pitcher. And that looks like it's going to be Eli Capps. Eli Capps is a sophomore. Let's check the numbers on Capps this year. A right-hander. As he takes his warm-up tosses.
The new pitcher for South Warren, number 27.
His second appearance of the year. Eli Capps in his only appearance has worked an inning. He gave up a hit and struck out 2. So Eli Capps being called on here for South Warren. Trying to put a halt to this threat by Warren East. South Warren will be at home on Thursday against Clinton County. Home against Franklin Simpson Friday, and then Saturday they're at Russell County. So after tonight, all the district games will have been completed for baseball, and everybody will know where they stand seeding-wise. The interesting part is if Greenwood beats Bowling Green tonight, and the winner of this one here, well, or the loser of this one, then you got a tie, but there's just so many different scenarios. We'll see how it plays out. So Eli Capps pitching for just the second time this year.
Up for the Raiders, the first baseman, number 3, Cameron Martin.
Martin with a 1-0 count. Runners at second and third and just 1 out. First pitch is low and away, 2-0. You hear a lot of chatter over in that east dugout. South Warren's kind of quiet. Only a couple are up by the railing in front of the dugout. Well, east, they're all right there. Found back out of play by Cameron Martin with Gage Elkins on deck. Eli Capps to the belt, checks on the runners. 2-1. Took that outside pitch to right. He's going to drop in for a base hit. The runners had to hold up. One is going to score. Here comes the second one. He saw it right off the bat. He read it. The runner, Drake Young, read that ball, and he took off as Merle was holding up to see what would happen. It's now 5-0 Warren East. Gage Elkins reached on a fielder's choice, which led to that throwing error to allow Drake Young to score the first run of the game and the second. They went on to score 2 more. There's a fastball outside corner, a called strike. Two have been scored here in the bottom of the third by Warren East, and it's 5-0. Inside, and he turns on it, fouls it. 0-2. East with 5 hits so far. That one's fouled out of play. A couple of doubles. And some good hits. Runner at first, only 1 out for East. They've plated 2 more. Along the way, throw down to first. Just back in time. Thought they might catch that runner, Cameron Martin, a little too far off. Throw to the inside of the bag. They get him. They threw it on the foul side. So he had to catch it and turn and sweep. Back out of play again. Bowling Green's at Greenwood tonight. The other 14th District baseball game going on. Warren Central is off tonight. There goes the runner. Fly ball to center field. Kobe Martin going back. Came in, going back. He catches it. And the runner has to go back. Martin has to get back in a hurry. 2 out now here in the third.
For the Raiders, the center fielder, number 10,
Trey Price grounded out to the first baseman, Austin Flynn. Bats here with runner at first, 2 out in the bottom of the third. Long look. That one's in the dirt. Top of the lineup, Maddox Torrance is on deck. Fastball low and away, 2-0. 3 in the second, 2 so far here in the third for Warren East. Nice breeze blowing. Jams him to right, and that ball was dying, and Pierre Graves catches that one instead of at his waist at about the shoelaces. Well, that'll end the third for East. They come up with 2 more. We go to the fourth. 5-0 Warren East. You're watching the Warren County Public Schools Sports Network.
Leachman Buick GMC is the #1 GMC dealership in Kentucky and multiple winner of the GM Mark of Excellence Award, and just recently achieved the #1 ranking as the most trusted GM service department in the Southeast United States. If something isn't right with your vehicle, no matter the make or model, just give Leachman a call. We offer a 15-minute diagnosis at no charge. Schedule your next visit at LeachmanAuto.com and discover why generations of customers choose Leachman Buick GMC.
I'm Flora Templeton Stewart. For 40 years, I've represented clients injured in car semi-truck accidents. I've obtained multi-million-dollar settlements. We're in the community to make a difference in the lives of others, and I practice law to make a difference in the lives of my clients. I'm Flora Templeton Stewart.
Well, you see back-to-back crooked numbers for Warren East in the second and the third. 5-0 as we go to the fourth inning here. South Warren coming to bat.
Top of the fourth for South Warren. The third baseman, number 12, Dane Isabel.
Dane Isbell will lead off here in the fourth. He walked in the first and was erased on the fielder's choice. Makes a strike. In that JV softball tournament, South Warren beat Bowling Green. They'll go to the JV District Championship game. Behind the bag at third, Young fields it, throws! In time and a great stretch over there at first base by Cameron Martin. Nice defensive play by the third baseman, Drake Young. So the South Warren softball JV Spartans will play in the JV championship game at 7:30 as they'll get the winner of the East Greenwood game going on right now. We don't have an update on the lacrosse state semifinals as South Warren hosting Lexington Christian. And no update on the Bowling Green Greenwood baseball game. Tanner Graves swings and misses. It's a ball and a strike. Just got a piece of that breaking ball outside, 1-2. Breeze continues to blow in. We've seen the ball carry to left, but anything to center and right is going to get knocked down. Oh, breaking ball. Waited as long as he could. Graves fouls it outside of third. We're in the fourth, 5-0 Warren East. Up high, 2-2. Dalton Taylor is on deck. Tanner goes working. That ball is hit foul. Out of play. Jumped out in front of that one. Goad with a long look into his catcher, Nolan Ford. Breaking ball, tapped. Short hop by Young at third. Another strong throw. 2 down here in the fourth. Drake Young, the sophomore third baseman for Warren East. A couple of good defensive plays on back-to-back batters.
Up for the Spartans, the second baseman, number 3, Dalton Taylor.
You get a good look at the left-hander, Tanner Goad. He's ready. Dalton Taylor grounded out to the shortstop. Chase Carver back in the second. Looks at a called breaking ball strike as it went off the glove of the catcher, Nolan Ford. Two out for South Warren, top of the fourth. Jammed him. It's foul. Hit him in the box. He was in the box. As Taylor catches the ball, he's standing in the box. Yeah, hit him first. Hit down, and the ball hit him on the leg, and then it bounced up for him to catch it. That's what Wes Sanford was coming out and asking about. He did not see that it hit him first. 2-0-2, way outside, wasted that one. Thanks to our sponsors of the Warren County Public School Sports Network, Leachman Buick GMC Cadillac, Flora Templeton Stewart, attorney at law, Franklin Bank and Trust, and Spring Hill Pharmacy. Curveball misses inside, evens the count 2-2. Way out in front, fouls that one left and out of play. So we'll do the 2-2 again. Takes the outside pitch the other way. He's going to drop in for a base hit. Taylor now 1 for 2 on the night. Well, all 4 innings, South Warren has had a runner on. Last inning, they hit into a double play. Left a runner at third in the second. Had a runner on in the first. And now here in the fourth with 2 out, it brings up Trevor McNaughton. He walked. Runner not going, and it hits the batter McNaughton. Breaking ball that just didn't have much break to it. Taylor's at second. McNaughton goes to first. And here comes Andy Croft, the courtesy runner.
Runner at first base, number 6, Andy Croft. Now batting for the Spartans, the right fielder, number 2, Pierre Graves.
The senior right fielder, Pierre Graves, a strikeout victim in the second. Runners at first and second. South Warren something going on here with 2 out here in the top of the fourth. Misses inside. Breeze has been blowing the entire game, blowing in from center field. Fouled at the plate. That evens the count at a ball and a strike. Just over a week of school left in the Warren County Public School System. That one breaks over on the inside corner. It's 1-2. Where's Chris Gage, the only baseball coach South Warren has had. Started the program. A 1-2. Way outside. Ford had to go out there to get it. He had to go almost to Edmonson County to catch that ball. Otherwise, runners would be at second and third. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out, and 2 runners on for South Warren here in the top of the 4th. They're trailing 5-0. Breaking ball, foul. Still about 63 degrees. We got a breeze blowing. That's going to knock the temperature down a little bit. There's clouds over top of us. That hits him. We're going to have bases loaded. That's back-to-back hit batters. Taylor now at third, Croft at second. So with 2 outs, South Warren has the bases loaded. And the sophomore Tucker Bishop comes to the plate. He grounded out in the second to Tucker Stringfield at second. Goad working out of the stretch. Outside and high. East has a righty throwing in their bullpen. Two hits on the night for South Warren. Curveball fouled out of play. 1 ball, 1 strike. Spartans with 2 hits. They've been hit by a pitch twice, and they've been given 2 walks, but yet they have nothing to show for it on the scoreboard. Chris Gage wants to talk with Bishop right here. Very short meeting. So Bishop stands back in. Bases full of Spartans. A 1-1 count with 2 out here in the top of the 4th. High 2-0, or excuse me, 2-1. Kobe Martin on deck for South Warren. He's a dangerous hitter in that 9 slot, waiting on deck. What will the score be when he comes to the plate? Fly ball foul. That's out of play. Now it's 2-2. So Bishop will have to guard the plate. 2-2. Time called by the batter. Tanner Goad taking a little extra time there. Changing up his rhythm. Runners with the lead. The 2-2. That's down low, ball 3. Well, the runners will be off and going. There's 2 out and a 3-2 count. A base hit would score probably 2. An extra base hit may clear the bases. Goad steps off. Now back on. Gets the sign from Nolan Ford. Taylor from third, Croft from second, Graves from first, and that is ball 4. And South Warren is on the board. for their first run. So Croft at third, Graves at second, Bishop on at first. That's 2 hit batters and a walk in a row after the 2-out single by Dalton Taylor. And here's Kobe Martin, who can handle the bat. Had a single in the third. That was erased on that line drive double play. Time called by Martin. Goad taking his time here with the bases loaded. South Warren has scored 1. Breaking ball, that's letter high. That's a called strike. They're back on the infield for Warren East. Martin, off speed. 0-2. Martin was swinging for the fences on that one. He was trying to tie it up with one mighty swing. Now he's got to guard the plate. 0-2 count with 2 out. Bases full of Spartans. Outside corner. Off the plate. Martin didn't chase it. Just off the outside part of the plate with another breaking ball. 2-2. Martin with a good eye there. Fell behind 0-2, now 2-2. Inside corner, threw him another breaking ball, and he's caught looking. South Warren gets on the board, but they leave them full. We go the bottom of the fourth. Warren East 5. South Warren 1 on the Warren County Public Schools Sports Network.
Does this scenario sound all too familiar? You're fighting through a mountain of medication bottles, not remembering which ones to take. Spring Hill Pharmacy is now offering a free and convenient medication packaging system called Smart Pack, a new innovative way to package your medication. Your medication will be arranged by the day and time of day to take them. Smart Pack is a free service, along with free citywide delivery. Call us 270-796-3909 to find out more about Smart Pack.
Leachman Buick GMC is the #1 GMC dealership in Kentucky and multiple winner of the GM Mark of Excellence Award, and just recently achieved the #1 ranking as the most trusted GM service department in the Southeast United States. If something isn't right with your vehicle, no matter the make or model, just give Leachman a call. We offer a 15-minute diagnosis at no charge. Schedule your next visit at LeachmanAuto.com and discover why generations of customers choose Leachman Buick GMC.
Well, South Warren loaded the bases after 2 out, was only able to plate 1 run. Top of the lineup for Warren East here in the 4th. They lead at 5-1. Maddox Torrance 1 for 2, had a double his last time up. That's foul down the third base line. Torrance, Stringfield, and Ford, top 3 in the order for the Raiders. 1 run on 2 hits for South Warren. They've committed an error. Warren East 5 runs on 5 hits. Winner of the game tonight's in 2nd place as far as district seeding. Outside corner called strike 1-2. That is foul outside of third. If Warren East wins, they're 5-3 in the district. If South Warren wins, they're 5-3. A loser would go to 4-4 and would temporarily be in third depending on the outcome of that Greenwood Bowling Green game. Just off the inside corner, 2-2. Eli Capps back to work for South Warren. Outside pitch taken and fouled back, stays 2-2. Fought that one off. High breaking pitch in on him. Little liner to Isbell. One out here in the fourth for Warren East.
Up for Warren East, the second baseman, number 27, Tucker Stringfield.
Stringfield is 0-2, 0 for 2 tonight. Just a freshman. Top two in the lineup for Eastern freshman. Line drive into center. Kobe Martin right there. 2 out. Brings up the catcher Nolan Ford. 0 for 1 with a walk.
Up for the Raiders, the catcher, number 1, Nolan Ford.
Eli Capps working for South Warren. Outside corner. Catches it. The 0-1. High. Ford has some pop at his bat. He'd have to send it to left field. Have a chance to knock it out of here tonight. Just missed off the outside part of the plate. 2-1. Chase Carver on deck for Warren East. Left center field, well hit. That ball is going to go two-hopper to the wall. Ford is going to be in there with the third double of the night for Warren East. A 2-out double. About the only part of the ballpark that might get out. He got that one up, and it hit on the warning track, hit the base of the wall. And a stand-up 2-out double. Aiden Barrick will be the courtesy runner.
The runner at second base for the Raiders, number 8, Aiden Barrick.
Chase Carver will stand in. He's 1 for 2.
Number 12, Chase Carver.
Eli Capps working. Tipped off the catcher's glove. McNaughton goes to the backstop, and easily at third is Barrick. Capps working for just the second time this year. Had one previous inning coming into tonight's game. Chris Gage, now I heard a sound. He's going to ask. He said no. It went off the catcher. So Barrick on at third with 2 out. East trying to get that run back that South Warren scored earlier in this inning. Flied it to right. That could be trouble. Graves on the move. That's a fair ball. That ball kept tailing away from Pierre Graves. And it'll be a double for Carver, so back-to-back doubles. Produces a run. And Warren East back up by 5 at 6-1. Anything hit to the right side up in the air could be trouble all night long at this wind blowing in.
Number 2, Caden Merle.
Caden Merle has walked and scored, and he's popped up to the first baseman. 2 out and a run in. Third straight inning that Warren East has plated at least 1 run. Outside corner, that's a Steve Wright. Drake Young on deck. Eli Capps. The runner was about to take off, and Capps looked his way and stepped off. Otherwise, they might have had Carver picked off. Capps came on in relief of Bradley Lewis, the starter. Lewis, a left-hander, Capps, the righty. At the knees. 0-2 now to Caden Merle. I got another one up in the bullpen for South Warren throwing. Oh, 2. Tap foul outside of third. All the scoring here for Warren East has come with 2 outs in this inning. First 2 batters popped up. Double by Ford, double by Carver. Merle takes a 1-2. Three doubles so far tonight for Warren East. 7 hits. High and tight, 2-2. Six to 1, Warren East here in this big 14th district matchup. Second place in seeding on the line. Eli Capps gets the sign from McNaughton. 2-2. Check swing, that's down low for a ball. 3-2. Strike 3 called. Caught him looking. First strikeout by Eli Capps is a big one. East strands another runner. We got 4 complete. Warren East 6, South Warren 1. You're watching the Warren County Public Schools Sports Network.
The thing I know about Franklin Bank and Trust is that they are large enough to serve your banking needs, but small enough to know you.
We want to know our bank gives back to the community.
When I call my bank, I want to talk to a real person.
Yes, we need a local banker that we can depend on.
Franklin Bank and Trust wants to keep banking personal. That's why all of our banking decisions are made at the local level. That's what you do in a hometown bank. You put people first.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
You're hurt in a car wreck? You see lots of lawyers on TV with fancy ads and huge offices all over the country. Who do you pick? Who do you ask? Do they live and work in Kentucky? Licensed to practice law here? Will the lawyers you see on TV work on your case? Most important, are they the real deal? I'm Flora Templeton Stewart. Call me.
Leading off the top of the 5th for South Warren, the left fielder, number 14, Drew Wolfram.
Top of the lineup. First pitch. Shortstop, Carver up behind the bag at second, throws. 1 pitch, 1 out here in the 5th for South Warren. They trail it 6-1.
Now batting for the Spartans, the first baseman, number 29, Austin Flynn.
Austin Flynn 0 for 2. South Warren needs some base runners. Trailing 6-1, ground ball, high chopper, Young in front of the bag, up, another strong throw. 2 quick outs here in the 5th. Third baseman, Dane Isbell, he's 0 for 1 with a walk.
Up for South Warren, the third baseman, number 12, Dane Isabel.
Tomorrow night we're on the air at around 5:30, South Warren at Greenwood. Number 2 at number 21. If South Warren wins that, they have the number 1 seed. South Warren still has to play Warren East, so if Greenwood were to pull off the upset tomorrow night, South Warren would still need to beat Warren East to have that number 1 seed. 0-2. That's going to be fair behind the bag at first, and a nice play by Cameron Martin. And South Warren with 3 ground ball outs here in the 5th. Bottom of the 5th coming up. East still leads South Warren 6-1.
Leachman Buick GMC is the #1 GMC dealership in Kentucky and multiple winner of the GM Mark of Excellence Award, and just recently achieved the #1 ranking as the most trusted GM service department in the Southeast United States. If something isn't right with your vehicle, no matter the make or model, just give Leachman a call. We offer a 15-minute diagnosis at no charge. Schedule your next visit at LeachmanAuto.com and discover why generations of customers choose Leachman Buick GMC.
I'm Flora Templeton Stewart. For 40 years, I've represented clients injured in car or semi-truck accidents. I've obtained multi-million-dollar settlements. We're in the community to make a difference in the lives of others, and I practice law to make a difference in the lives of my clients. I'm Flora Templeton Stewart.
South Warren has a new pitcher. Their 3rd of the night. It'll be Tanner Graves. He's been the DH tonight. He comes in relief of Eli Capps, who was in relief of Bradley Lewis. Graves, this will be his 7th appearance. He started 3 previous games. 7 2/3 he's worked. He's allowed 9 hits. 7 runs, 5 of those were earned. He struck out 13 while walking 6, 1-0 with a 4.57 earned run average. He'll work here in the 5th. It'll be Drake Young. Young is 2 for 2, a double and scored, single and scored. He's made several outstanding defensive plays at third base. As you get a good look there at Tanner Graves of South Warren. Ground ball. Oh, nice play. Tucker Bishop throws. He caught the ball, reached out, had to turn and spin his momentum, and made a great throw to get Drake Young out at first base. Boy, we've seen some really good defensive plays by both teams in this game tonight. The ball was almost up the middle, just to the third base side of second. And Bishop gloved it in a full turn and still had the presence of mind to make a great throw to get Young hustling down the line. As Martin calls timeout. The ball stays high and inside. Gage Elkins on deck, a 1-1 count on Cameron Martin. Tanner Graves in his first inning of work. Breaking ball stays high. Ground ball. Bishop knocks it down. Throws. Not in time. That was a sharp hit ball to Bishop. I think that ball jumped up on him off the grass. He was able to use his body to knock it down, but that's going to be an error on Cameron Martin. Second error of the night for South Warren. Here's Elkins. He's 0 for 2, but he scored a run tonight. One out in the home half of the 5th. Breaking ball. That's a called strike. Runner not going. Slider away, and it's 0-2 to Gage Elkins. Raiders did not score in the first, but 3 in the second, 2 in the third, 1 in the fourth. 6-1. The Raiders have had runners on in every inning. Breaking ball fouled at the plate, stays 1-2. Action-packed week next week and then the following week for the district tournament start. Foul. Next Monday we'll be at Warren Central for baseball. Russellville will be at Warren Central. Tanner Graves working. Ground ball right back to him. 1-4. That's going to be a fielder's choice and an error, allowing the runner to go to second. So Martin is retired 1-4. The error on the throw by Taylor allows Elkins to go to second. Third error of the night for South Warren. That brings up the ninth place hitter, Trey Price. He's 0 for 2. A ground out and a fly out. He's with another runner in scoring position, but there's 2 out here in the bottom of the 5th. Fastball inside corner. Tanner Graves. Third pitcher of the night for South Warren. Fly ball, left center field is going to hang up in the air for Kobe Martin to come a long way and make the grab. East strands another runner. We go to the 6th. The Raiders leave the Spartans 6-1.
I'm Flora Templeton Stewart. For 40 years, I've represented clients injured in car semi-truck accidents. I've obtained multi-million-dollar settlements. We're in the community to make a difference in the lives of others, and I practice law to make a difference in the lives of my clients. I'm Flora Templeton Stewart.
The thing I know about Franklin Bank and Trust is that they are large enough to serve your banking needs, but small enough to know you.
We want to know our bank gives back to the community.
When I call my bank, I want to talk to a real person.
Yes, we need a local banker that we can depend on.
Franklin Bank and Trust wants to keep banking personal. That's why all of our banking decisions are made at the local level. That's what you do in a hometown bank. You put people first.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Well, a furry friend brought to the game tonight, having a big time. Well, South Warren down to its final 6 outs, trailing 6-1. Tanner Graves is now the pitcher. He'll bat here in the 6th. Started out as the DH. Line drive, or rather a fly ball into right center. That's going to be trouble. Price on his way to get it. Fell between him and Elkins. That ball got looped up there. It's a single by Graves. Brings up Dalton Taylor. He singled and scored the only run. And there'll be a courtesy runner here for South Warren. Keegan Milby. The leadoff man aboard here in the 6th for South Warren. This is the the second inning that the leadoff man's been aboard. The only other inning, he was erased on a double play. 2-0 to Dalton Taylor with Trevor McNaughton on deck. Tanner Goad working here in the 6th inning for Warren East. They got somebody up and throwing. Lone outside. 3-0. Goad checks on the runner, not going. Strike on the inside corner. Drop that one in. Strike on the outside corner makes it a full count. You get a good look right there. Lefty against righty. Ball 4 gets away. And the runners are just at first and second. So Taylor on base for the second straight time. Brings up the catcher, Trevor McNaughton. He's been hit by a pitch and he's walked. Warren East now will have a chat with their pitcher. It's slow walk, buying time for the bullpen to get ready. A leadoff single by Tanner Graves. A walk to Taylor. And South Warren, first 2 on, nobody out here in the 6th. South Warren with 2 out in the 4th, got a single, a hit by pitch, and a walk to score a run, and then they left them full. They're going to leave Tanner Goad in. McNaughton stands in. Runners with their lead. Martin in on the grass, now backs up. Young, the third baseman, off the line, couple of steps behind the bag. Now Ford and Goad will talk, make sure they get their signal straight. You got a runner on at second, make sure they both are in agreement on which is the right sign as you get a good look at the East bullpen. And warming up down there, Colton Edwards, the sophomore. Outside corner, that's a strike. Nice location there from Tanner Goad. Goad had worked 24 innings in his 7 total appearances before. Ground ball behind the bag. It gets underneath Tucker Stringfield. Rounding third is going to be Milby. And it's mishandled in the outfield. 1 run is in. And he's going to be safe at second. 2-run score. That'll be a base hit and an error in the outfield. 2 score. And now it's 5-3 as Warren East makes its first error of the night. So on at second is McNaughton, and Croft should be in to run. Chris Gage talking with the home plate umpire. Well, no. They had Croft coming out, but it looks like it's going to be somebody else. Okay. So different runner here. And it's going to be Chris Cardwell.
Is number 24, Chris Cardwell.
Chris Cardwell will be on at second. Nobody out, 2 in for South Warren here in the 6th. It's 6-3. And now batting will be Dalton Sisson. Sisson is a sophomore. Sisson at the plate. He's only had 3 previous at-bats this year, and it's a 1-1 count. Sisson looking for his first hit, but he has scored 3 runs. Curveball hit to the left side. Young comes up with it, throws to the runner, he gets the runner in a rundown, and he's going to be out. That's going to go 5-4. Yeah, it's just going to be 5-4 on. It's a fielder's choice. Goes 5-4, 1 out. Now they're only a runner at first. Brings up the shortstop, Tucker Bishop. Or now Dusty Croft is going to bat for Bishop, as Croft had been the courtesy runner, so he'd been replaced, so now he can come in and he will be the pinch hitter.
Now batting for South Warren, number 6, Andy Croft.
Dusty's his dad. I'm thinking of his dad. You're right. Yeah, it's Andy Croft. Dusty's his dad. I was thinking of his dad. So Andy Croft. Croft is a junior. Ball stays up high for a ball. Croft at .314 on the year. He's driven home 9. Now we got a runner at first base. So Pierre Graves is going to come back into the game.
The runner at first base, number 2, Pierre Graves.
Replaces Sisson. So Sisson pinch hit for Graves. Now Graves will come back in and run for him. So Andy Croft here in the 6th. 1 out. The Spartans have plated 2, make it 6-3. Swing and a miss. Big cut at that one. He was trying to make this a 1-run game. Wes Sanford's almost ready to make a pitching change as he's looking down at the bullpen. Shouting instructions to his defense. Swing and, oh, what a nasty curveball there from Tanner Goad. And Croft went hook, line, and sinker. Ball and 2 strikes. Foul on another breaking ball. Kobe Martin on deck. Throw down to first. Nice play down there by Cameron Martin. If that gets by him, Graves is off and running. 2 balls, 2 strike count. Ground ball, could be 2. Stringfield tags the runner for 1. And trying to avoid the tag cost the potential double play. Croft reaches on the fielder's choice. That'll go 4 unassisted on Graves. There are 2 out here in the 6th.
Up for the Spartans, the center fielder, number 23, Kobe Martin.
Just get a message from Andy's dad, Dusty. Yeah. Dusty wishes he could play ball again. 6-3, South Warren, runner at first, 2 out here in the 6th. They've plated 2. Popped up and foul out of play. Glad to know somebody's watching out there, Dusty. Thanks. See if anybody was paying attention by mentioning your name out there. Glad to have you watching on go.prepspin.com, the platform for Warren County Public School Sports Network. Swing and a miss. Big cut there from Martin. He was trying to make this a one-run game. High and outside. Wasted that one just to see. So how big is getting that out? That fielder's choice. Ground ball to second baseman Stringfield. Has time, throws. Hustling down the line. Kobe Martin makes it close. But we got 5.5 complete. As South Warren scores 2. It's now a 3-run lead. East comes to the plate here in the bottom of the 6th.
Leachman Buick GMC is the #1 GMC dealership in Kentucky and multiple winner of the GM Mark of Excellence Award, and just recently achieved the #1 ranking as the most trusted GM service department in the Southeast United States. If something isn't right with your vehicle, no matter the make or model, just give Leachman a call. We offer a 15-minute diagnosis at no charge. Schedule your next visit at LeachmanAuto.com and discover why generations of customers choose Leachman Buick GMC.
You're hurt in a car wreck? You see lots of lawyers on TV with fancy ads and huge offices all over the country. Who do you pick? Who do you ask? Do they live and work in Kentucky? Licensed to practice law here? Will the lawyers you see on TV work on your case? Most important, are they the real deal? I'm Flora Templeton Stewart. Call me.
Got a good look there in the Warren East dugout. They're enjoying the music. They're enjoying a 3-run lead. They lead South Warren 6-3 here in the bottom of the 6th. 6 runs, 7 hits. The Raiders have committed 1 error. Get a good look there at Tanner Graves, 3rd pitcher of the night. South Warren came on last inning. Time called. Make sure they get their signs together as Maddox Torrance leads off here in the 6th for Warren East. Top of the order for them. Thanks for the great comments there, Dusty. I'm glad that you're watching. That's a called strike. A few years ago, I had a chance to speak to one of his classes out there at South Warren. Enjoyed that. Ball and a strike. Maddox Torrance here in the 6th, lead off for Warren East. Popped up right side. Will it stay? And it gets out of play. Softball tomorrow night. Matchup of 2 top 25 ranked teams. South Warren at Greenwood, 5:30. Start tomorrow night. Mounts is up there, 2-2. Saturday, we're back here at Warren East, the Raider Classic Track and Field meet. That's a 10 a.m. start. Graves working. Line drive. That's going to fall in front of Kobe Martin. Not much he could do about that. It's just a solid hit by Maddox Torrance of Warren East. That's the 2nd hit of the night for Torrance. He's 2 for 4. And here comes Chris Gage for a quick chat with Tanner Graves. Tucker Stringfield is 0 for 3 tonight. He is one of 2 Raiders to not reach base so far in this game. Talk about how they want to play things here on the infield. 6-3 lead for Warren East. Three runs, 4 hits, 3 errors for South Warren. Warren East, 6 runs, 8 hits. They've committed an error. Torrance with his lead at first. Graves gets the sign to the belt. Runner not going. Pop up. Right side. Taylor into short right. And Stringfield is 0 for 4 tonight.
Up for the Raiders, the catcher, number 1, Nolan Ford.
Nolan Ford is 1 for 2 with a walk, and he scored a run. He doubled back in the 4th and later scored. There's back-to-back doubles by him and Chase Carver. Runner goes. Throw down to second. It's not going to be in time. It was a high throw. Great job by McNaughton on the high pitch. And he came up firing, but a stolen base by Torrance. Down low, block by McNaughton. They throw down to second, and they get him. Two out now. Got off the lead, Torrance got off the bag, off of that one in the dirt, and McNaughton just went ahead and threw it down there, and they got him slowly coming into the bag. Outside corner, that's a strike. 2 balls and a strike to Nolan Ford. Nobody on and 2 out. Left center field, Kobe Martin drifts over and makes the catch. Well, South Warren will need 3 to tie. We go to the 7th. It's Warren East 6. South Warren 3 on the Warren County Public Schools Sports Network.
Leachman Buick GMC is the #1 GMC dealership in Kentucky and multiple winner of the GM Mark of Excellence Award, and just recently achieved the #1 ranking as the most trusted GM service department in the Southeast United States. If something isn't right with your vehicle, no matter the make or model, just give Leachman a call. We offer a 15-minute diagnosis at no charge. Schedule your next visit at LeachmanAuto.com and discover why generations of customers choose Leachman Buick GMC.
You're hurt in a car wreck? You see lots of lawyers on TV with fancy ads and huge offices all over the country. Who do you pick? Who do you ask? Do they live and work in Kentucky? Licensed to practice law here? Will the lawyers you see on TV work on your case? Most important, are they the real deal? I'm Flora Templeton Stewart. Call me.
You get a good look at the scoreboard. You can see the damage done by Warren East in the 2nd and 3rd. 5 runs there. They picked up another one in the 4th after South Warren had scored. Then the Spartans picked up 2 in the 6th. Spartans need 3 to tie. They trail 6-3. Top of the lineup, Drew Wolfram. Drew's dad is assistant principal out there at South Warren. That's a called strike. Goad working here in the 7th. Ground ball. Nice stop behind the bag by Stringfield. His throw's going to be off mark. Definitely a base hit. Don't think Wolfram would have made it to second anyway, but a nice play by Stringfield. Probably just should have held on to that ball, because if he throws it away, you're giving away an extra base.
Up for South Warren, the first baseman, number 29, Austin Flynn.
Austin Flynn 0 for 3 tonight. Nobody out. Leadoff man aboard for South Warren here in the 7th. Fly ball into right center field. Elkins with a good break on it. Had to come in as that wind knocks it down. 1 out here in the 7th. Dane Isbell walked in the 1st, and he's grounded out twice since then. The winner is in 2nd place in seating. Nice block by Nolan Ford. The loser will have to wait to see what happens with that Bowling Green Greenwood game. Inside corner called strike. The winner of this game goes to 5-3. The loser would be 4-4. Greenwood would either be 3-5 or 4-4. Which means that 4-5 play-in game, the winner of that would get the number 1 seed Bowling Green in the district tournament. Two balls and a strike. Goad has done his job on the mound tonight so far. Up high, ball 3. You got to wonder, is he getting tired, because this is probably his longest outing of the year. 3-1. Strike on the outside corner fastball, and it's a full count. That's ball 4. Now the potential tying run comes to the plate. And Tanner Graves, he singled his last time up and scored.
Number 44, Tanner Graves.
Started out as the DH, now the pitcher. Wes Sanford leaving Tanner Goad in at the moment. Lefty versus righty, steps off. A double play ball would end it. The long ball by Graves would tie it. Both teams last night scoring late and then in the extra innings. That 7-5 victory at South Warren for Warren East. Well, is this 7th inning going to be theatrical tonight? Wolfram on at second. Isbell at first. Breaking ball drops for a ball. Time called. A 1-0 count. We're in the 7th. South Warren trying to get something going. Pops it up. Center field. Price is there. Goes back, comes in. Anything hit to center and to right, that wind is playing havoc with it. If it's hit to left, it'll carry. 2 out here in the 7th. So South Warren up to its last out of the game here. And it's up to Dalton Taylor. Taylor has singled and scored, walked and scored. 2 on, 2 out in the 7th. A 3-run lead for Warren East. They're trying to hang on. Breaking ball misses inside. Warren East is trying to win its 5th game in its last 7 and take the number 2 seed into the district tournament. 2-0. Trevor McNaughton is on deck. He's been on base 3 times tonight. Goad checks on the runners. 2-0. 3-0. Yeah. Threatening to load him up. Wes Sanford over in the dugout there, pacing back and forth, trying to make that decision. When does he go get Goad? 3-0. That's ball 4, and they're loaded. And Wes Sanford is looking over into the bullpen, and he's going to say, they're going to make the change or what? Wolfram down to third. Isbell's on at second. Taylor at first, 2 out. It's still a 3-run lead for Warren East. And they walk out, and then they're going to bring in a righty from the bullpen. I think that decision has already been made. So Tanner Goad, after previously working 24 total innings in his 7 previous games, gets into the 7th here tonight. And I think they're just waiting for the umpire to come out there and tell them we need to do something here. Is that going to be Colton Edwards, I believe, coming in? Big hand for Tanner Goad. Teammates come out and congratulate him. The game's not over, but he's done a pretty good job here tonight. Colton Edwards will come in relief. So Edwards will come in. He's a sophomore. He'll get his warm-up tosses.
The new pitcher for Warren East, number 17, Colton Edwards.
He makes his 3rd appearance of the year. He's only worked 4 2/3 innings this year. Allowed 7 hits, 4 runs, all 4 are earned. He struck out 4, not walked a batter. He's 1-0. Going to give the Spartans a different look from the right side, and he seems to have a little giddy up on that fastball. A good little breaking ball in his warm-ups there. So South Warren has loaded them up here in the 7th. They trail Warren East 6-3, a lot on the line. Wolfram led off with a single. Flynn flied out to right. A walk to Dane Isbell. Fly out by Graves to center. A walk to Taylor. And they are full of Spartans. And Trevor McNaughton will stand in, and he will face Colton Edwards. If you're wondering about McNaughton, yeah, he's got a home run this year. He's driven in 15, which is 2nd on the team in RBIs.
Spartans, the catcher, number 4, Trevor McNaughton.
Throws right, bats left. Excitement at the old ballpark here tonight. Big 14th district matchup. Number 2 seed on the line. Edwards will work off the full wind with the bases loaded. Runners could get a bigger lead. Strike on the inside corner. When I pitched, I always like pitching out of the stretch with the bases loaded. That way you can kind of keep the runners an extra step or 2 closer to the bag. Everybody's different in their approach. McNaughton looks at that. Curveball outside, 1 ball, 1 strike. Pierre Graves on deck. Or excuse me, that is going to be Andy Croft on deck. Inside, gets away from the catcher. Runner's going to try to score. He's out, and that'll end the game. Wolfram tried to score from third. That ball got a good kick back to Nolan Ford. Nolan got it, raced to home, and he was able to hold on to it. And South Warren will take the loss here, 6-3. They've now lost 5 out of their last 7. We'll come back and kind of set things up for you, how things look in the district right now. As the final Warren East 6, South Warren 3. You are watching the Warren County Public Schools Sports Network.
Leachman Buick GMC is the #1 GMC dealership in Kentucky and multiple winner of the GM Mark of Excellence Award, and just recently achieved the #1 ranking as the most trusted GM service department in the Southeast United States. If something isn't right with your vehicle, no matter the make or model, just give Leachman a call. We offer a 15-minute diagnosis at no charge. Schedule your next visit at LeachmanAuto.com and discover why generations of customers choose Leachman Buick GMC.
You're hurt in a car wreck? You see lots of lawyers on TV with fancy ads and huge offices all over the country. Who do you pick? Who do you ask? Do they live and work in Kentucky? Licensed to practice law here? Will the lawyers you see on TV work on your case? Most important, are they the real deal? I'm Flora Templeton Stewart. Call me.
Does this scenario sound all too familiar? You're fighting through a mountain of medication bottles, not remembering which ones to take. Spring Hill Pharmacy is now offering a free and convenient medication packaging system called Smart Pack, a new innovative way to package your medication. Your medication will be arranged by the day and time of day to take them. Smart Pack is a free service, along with free citywide delivery. Call us 270-796-3909 to find out more about Smart Pack.
Well, it was exciting here in the 7th inning. South Warren loaded the bases. And on a wild pitch, Wolfram tried to score from third. And Nolan Ford was able to get the tag on him to end the game. And the final Warren East 6, South Warren 3. South Warren drops to 15-9 on the season. They've lost 5 out of their last 7. They're 4-4 in district play. Warren East is now 16-9 on the season. They're 5-3. They get the #2 seed. Bowling Green and Greenwood are playing right now. So what happens with South Warren and Greenwood? Well, if Greenwood were to beat Bowling Green, then South Warren and Greenwood would be in a tie for that #3 spot, because the 2-3 game would be Warren East and the #3 seed. And then the 4-5 would have that play-in game, and then the winner gets Bowling Green. So until we know what happens to Greenwood and Bowling Green, right now, South Warren would be the 3 seed. Warren East is the 2 seed. But Tanner Goad does the job, goes 6 2/3 innings, and will get the win for Warren East. The Raiders 6 runs, 8 hits, and an error. South Warren 3 runs, 5 hits, and 3 errors. Metcalfe County will be the host of Warren East coming up on Friday. They'll be at Allen County Scottsville on Saturday. South Warren, meanwhile, Thursday will host Clinton County at 6 o'clock Thursday. Franklin Simpson on Friday at 5:30, and then they're at Russell County Saturday at 11. Well, tomorrow we got softball. 2 ranked teams. #2 South Warren at #21 Greenwood will be there at 5:30. For Mike Cleff, Scott Thompson, so long. Your final once again, 14th District action, baseball, Warren East 6, South Warren 3.